Hey, what's up? I'm going to show you how I manage my to-do list. I use a program called Things, which is based off the getting things done method. I'll walk you through it and talk about the theory behind it. I don't use it all the time. I'm definitely not perfect, but I'll just talk about how I manage my to-dos. So Things is an application by Cultured Code, and it's based off the getting things done method. If you want to read more about it, you can buy the book and read that. I'll go ahead and open up the app. There's different sections. There's inbox, which is all of the incoming tasks. There's today, things that you're going to do today. Looking at a long list of to-dos or a lot of emails is super overwhelming, so it's good to identify just 2 or 3 things that you're going to do right now or today, and then prioritize the rest to next or later. Upcoming is scheduled tasks, so if you want to have a task and you want to have it come into today in a specific time, you can set a date. Anytime is just kind of things that are in the ether for you to sort later. Someday, hopes and dreams, things like that. So essentially, I use Alfred to create a new task, or you can just go to Things and do Command End and type in Finish Editing Video. And then also I can just do New, Edit Video, and then it's gonna go ahead and pop up in my inbox. This makes it super easy to be talking during a meeting and make a quick to-do. Next is the Today block, and you can see I have some meetings here, and then all of my to-dos that I want to do for Productivity Shop today, they probably shouldn't be there, so I'm going to go ahead and select them, and I'll just sort this tomorrow. So I'll do Command S, tomorrow, and it'll move them to tomorrow, but let's back up. So I have my inbox, and I'm going to start to filter these into the sections that I have. Also, random tidbit, or not random, but you can create a new project. So I'll just do new project or area, and then you can sort the to-dos into a project if you need, rather than just have a general list, which is what you saw earlier. Okay, let's start from the beginning. We have everything in the inbox. So edit video, I want to do that today. So I'm gonna do Command T, and it's gonna go ahead and move it into the today section. I'll go ahead and delete this one. Do update, I have no idea what that meant. Setup instructions for HTML Molly. I want to do that tomorrow. So what I'll do is I'll do Command S, and I can type in tomorrow, and then tomorrow it'll automatically show up in my today. Create course for PD Shop. Now I don't want to do this today or anytime soon. What I'll do is I'll put it inside of the Productivity Shop project. So I'll just do Shift Command M, and then I'll type the project that I want it to go to, and then it'll automatically move it to the Productivity Shop area or project. So do video about coordinates, that's also Productivity Shop, so I'll move it to Productivity Shop. Hide desktop, that's another idea. So I have another project called Next Round Productivity Shop Video, so I can just drag and drop, that's another option. Order Justin Baldoni photo. I'll do that sometime later. So maybe I'll do this on the weekend, so I'll do Command S, and then I can choose, like maybe I'll do it this weekend, so I'll put it on Saturday so it'll show up. And then roadshow presentation, I finished that, so I'll do Command period. So now I have all of my to-dos, and I have one thing to focus on. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back and put back my Productivity Shop stuff. If I want to switch to a different project, I'll just start typing the name of the project or area. So I'll just start typing Productivity Shop. So you can see that I have a lot of stuff here. But let's say, wow, a lot of videos to make. Let's say I want to pick a couple and do them today. All I have to do is click on them and do Command T, and then they're gonna show up inside of the today with the header of the Productivity Shop thing. So I like to do this, I put everything in projects, like my job, Productivity Shop, and then all of the other personal things, they kind of live at the top. Now, the cool thing is it has an app as well on the phone. So you can see that the today is mirrored inside of my computer. And to make to-dos on the phone very easily, all you have to do is say, remind me to finish editing my video about to-dos. It'll add an iOS reminder, but then the Things app will go ahead and pick it up inside of the inbox. and you can go ahead and do import all on your phone, and then it'll go ahead and show up inside of the inbox on your computer. Now this is using the Things cloud, and it's free. The app costs $50, but it's one of those that I use a lot. So in order to figure out how to prioritize your to-dos, I'm gonna recommend some books that I've read that are really helpful and that have been recommended to me. The first one is Deep Work by Cal Newport. It basically helps you block and schedule your days and kind of schedule your time, but in a very easygoing way. It's not super serious. The One Thing, my mom recommended this book. It basically helps you prioritize what order to do things in. You take thing number 1 and thing number 2, and then you ask yourself, will doing this make everything else easier or obsolete? When you go through everything and do that, you do the stuff that is most important. With Deep Work, it helps you do the time blocks, and with One Thing, it helps you figure out what to do in those time blocks. And then Who Not How, recommended to me by one of my favorite subscribers, Lauren, helps you figure out how to get things done in your life and basically figure out who can help you do it rather than how. Because when you're doing a lot of stuff, it's just overwhelming. But if you can find someone to help you, that's all the better. If you have any questions, you can email me at hello@theproductivityshop.co or join the Productivity Shop Slack channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.